All right, here we go. And welcome to the greatest podcast for elite losers. I am JJ Lieberman, the number one elite loser, although we just had a video go super viral, and I've just been refreshing it every second, just like my crypto account, which is now over $300. I told you, buy the dip. I didn't have any money because I lost all my money in crypto, but I still understand the market. I didn't understand the market two previous cycles, but this time I understood, and we're probably up like 20% on our crypto investment. So things are going well. We're up 20%. That's what, like $60, $40 on $200, $250 I think was the initial investment, and feeling good. Just got a haircut. Whatever's left. The barber didn't. I have it. I talk about it in a bit. The barbers usually will show me behind how bald I am, but today he just didn't show me nothing. He just shaved my head and just let me go, and I still had to pay full price, which is crazy. And yeah, feeling good. Got a little meditation in. A little. I started doing like this Tai Chi thing. Basically, what old Chinese bitches do in New York City. If you go out at 6 a.m. in Chinatown, you'll see them like doing like in packs. They're packs. Let me tell you something. If those bitches can fight, you're in trouble. But there's like hundreds, as far as the eye can see, of these women doing like these movements. And one of my buddies who studies Buddhism's like, dude, that will help your back. And I'm like, man, if you look at some of those old Asian ladies, they're like in their hundreds. They're literally in their 90s out there moving around at 6 a.m. And I'm like, okay, I'm willing to give it a try. And it's been great. Knock on whatever wood that is. But I'm moving around. I'm working out. After 3 weeks ago, literally bedridden when I hurt myself in Orlando. So things are going good. I don't want to be political. There's so many people talking about protests on college campuses, like everywhere. You can't go anywhere without, like, whether it's a comedian, whether it's people like Pierce Morgan, it's Netanyahu, it's Biden, it's everyone's fucking talking about this. So I don't want to give in to this and talk about it because I don't care. Like, I understand there's shit going on in the world, but again, I say it every week. I've got 2 senior dogs. I've got to pay rent. I want to do comedy. I got to make money. So I don't give a shit. And the last place I want to see this shit is when I go on Instagram. I go on Instagram for food. That's it. Just to see crazy food, the occasional picture of abs, depending how horny I am. Fat asses. I'm not even into fat asses, but if I can see a fat ass that looks absolutely retarded, then it's worth it. Like, you're like, oh my God, not an Ozempic fat, someone who like shapes it, and you're like, God damn, but looks like they've kept a human inside of their ass. Like midgets have big asses. I don't know why, but those kind of asses on like a normal person, people get really impressed. Charles Barkley, I once saw in a casino. I used to, I'm making my own cold brew. We got a fucking operation here. I got a real operation here. I'm like, let's save $30 a month from buying cold brew. So I make it at home, and it's not as good, not even close. But I met Charles Barkley in a casino 2 different times. One time when I started playing poker in 2005, I would go to Talking Stick Casino. If you ever want to see Charles Barkley, I don't know if he lives in Scottsdale anymore. At the time in 2005, he was. And we would go to Talking Stick Casino, and that's where I started first playing poker. And 20 years later, I love it. Thank God. You always hear about the bad stories of degenerate gamblers. Hold on, let me get my boy. You always hear about the bad stories of degenerate gamblers. What about the good stories? Sure, there was like moments in my gambling, in my poker career, where I've had heart palpitations playing poker, but we're playing for a lot of money. Life-changing money for me, which is anything over 4 figures, so $1,000. 4-figure checking account, oh my God. But that's what happened when I played poker full-time during the during the what was that called? The lockdown. I had more money than I've ever had, and that was like $1,500 all the time, though, all the time. Uber Eats, not like now. If I Uber Eat on a Sunday, I have to think, will I eat on Tuesday? 2021, bro. Uber Eats couldn't even give a fuck. Twice in the night usually. But yeah, I would meet Charles Barkley. He would be playing blackjack, and the max per hand was $500 a hand, and he would stand there, and people, it's Sir Charles. Everyone knows him. Notorious for people would say for him and his wife swinging in Scottsdale. Don't hold me accountable, but we should only be so lucky that Charles Barkley comes after me for what's that term? Where you not decriminalization. Fuck this. This hurts when you're stupid and you're in the moment of recording a podcast. Defamation. I've defamed them. I'm such an idiot. But anyways, probably not good to talk about how he's a swinger, which I don't know. But people would tell me he'd be playing blackjack and it'd be betting $500 a hand, going, "I'm filthy rich. I'm Charles Barkley. I'm filthy rich." And someone would like look over to me and it's like, him and his wife are notorious swingers. I'm like, really? And all you hear, "I'm filthy rich." Also, I once saw Albert Bell, the ex-big league baseball player. He was he was like crazy, played for the White Sox. And at the time I was playing baseball in 2005. So I went up to him. I'm like, "Yo, I just want to let you know, I don't want to interrupt you." He's playing blackjack. I'm like, "I play baseball, and I was going to play independent ball that summer." I'm like, "I just wanted to say, what's up, man?" I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And he was really nice. And then someone else walked over. I'm fucking dying if I'm lying. I'm dying if I'm lying. He goes, "Hey, man, you're Albert Bell?" And he looked at him and goes, "Nope." And the guy just walked away. The guy knew it was Albert Bell. And he said, "Nope." And that is what I love about fucking celebrities. And at the time, I think he was retired. Like, he had to retire because of his lower back, but he was still making something like $20 million a year. He had a ridiculous contract. Second time I saw Charles Barkley, 3 times I've actually seen him. Sorry, Moses. Another time we're going to the casino. It's during the day. I used to play every day. Every day I used to play in the casino when I lived in Scottsdale. Should have been training for baseball. That's probably why my career ended so bad. He was driving in a Range Rover, and me and my boy Ali Modami, who's still in the big leagues 18 years later, we see him at one, and we roll down the window and go, "Sir Charles! Sir Charles!" And this is how cool he is. He fucking fist pumps it. That's a cool man. If someone acknowledged me on the street, they're like, "Yo, JJ," I would go, "Yes." There's a celebrity who I'm not going to say. I saw him walking out of a restaurant. I was walking in, and I won't say his name, but we'll call him Bobby, like from Bobby Rayburn, from The Fan, the De Niro movie that stunk. I liked it, but it stunk. And so I'm walking into the restaurant. He's walking out, and I go, "Bobby!" And he just like looked at me, like he can't even fucking fist bump. But so that was the second time. Then the third time I saw Sir Charles was the year in Vegas. The Falcons blew the big lead to the Patriots, and I saw him in Mandalay Bay. I was walking around with my father. My father was there. The first girl I ever dated was there, and the first girl. If you don't know, I'm a cocksucker. But yeah. Anyways, Sir Charles, and I don't know how I got onto this subject, but it had to do with something about not giving a fuck about what's going on in the Middle East. Like, dude, can I just go on to, again, Instagram and just see mindless content? That's where we need to get back to society. Sure, the Chinese are like learning on Instagram, but this shit, it's like not, at one point we were like dumber. There was getting dumber because you'd just be looking at a fucking cat playing with a red light, chasing a red light, and you're like, "Yo, this shit's making me stupid right now." But bro, the fucking posts about the protests from both sides is now making you depressed. So not only are you getting dumb right now on social media, you're getting depressed. So I just want to go back to a world where, I just want to be dumb. I don't want to be dumb and depressed. I don't want to go on there. Like, can I just not scroll to see Detroit style pizza? And then without having the next process, someone like, oh, the IDF, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Let me make my shitty cold brew and live in peace of ignorance and stupidity. Garbage. That's garbage cold brew. What a fucking waste. I thought it was such a great idea. I'm like, yeah, I'm making my own cold brew, save money. Plus, there is something when you're going for walks. Like, I walk the boys first thing in the morning, and then I take them for the walk. I don't even know if you can see my guy. Do you want to make an appearance? Oh, my God. Support the podcast. Venmo me, JJ Lieberman Comedy, so I can buy this guy diapers. He has no teeth. Anyways, and this is the last thing, and then we'll let you go, because I don't know. I never know how long I'm ranting for. Actually, I see it on my computer right now, so I do know, which is good enough. When you're putting out content out there, and also subscribe and like the channel, and follow me on Instagram, JJ Lieberman Comedy, or JJ Lieberman Live. But going to a show last night, getting out of the train, and at the top of the steps, I see a homeless guy. And it's probably like 20 feet away, and there's a lot of people. It's like not rush hour, but it's still like after rush hour, and still so big, like 6:30, 7. And this guy's got what appeared to me, he's holding a big pocketbook, like a fleshlight, like getting money for a but like kind of not in the case. It's just unraveled. And I'm like, yo, I'm reaching to get $1. I'm supporting homeless guy who's panhandling with a fleshlight. I'm giving you probably a $5 bill if I have it. And then I get closer, and it's just like one of those French beret hats, but it was beige. It was like crumpled up, or a fedora crumpled up. I'm like, oh, you're just like every other homeless, not being creative. How brilliant would you, like, I'm telling you right now, if I was homeless, I'd for sure have, like, I'd be wearing the pussy hat that they wore to protest Trump, so all the liberals would give me money, and then the conservatives would laugh because they have a sense of humor. So, like, this is the most competitive market for homeless. I honestly think I could sell, like if homeless had money, I could tell them, like, yo, you can panhandle. Why are you not waving a Ukraine flag? If you're a homeless guy waving a Ukraine flag, already you're making money. You're probably 2xing your fucking quarter intake a day. Free Palestine cardboard. Like, instead of writing on your box, I'm hungry, write Free Palestine, then $1. Anyways, I thought that was great. It's a competitive homeless market. So any advantage, it is insane that, like, still to this day, I still, like, walk around the East Village of New York, and you just see these Ukrainian flags, and they're, like, everywhere. And there are people who will, like, can I please have $1? I'm hungry. And, like, we cannot spend money on the homeless. We need to buy flags. But other than that, that's going to be that. I don't think I had much to talk about. Yeah, I'm not feeling it right now. Like, I could have told you this story about, someone ghosted me a couple days ago. We're supposed to hook up, and they're, like, going to come over. Granted, I was going to have to pay them money. But, dude, all-time low when you're paying people to hook up with you and they ghost you. They responded afterwards and said, hey, my schedule's still full. My schedule is so busy. I'm like, you still ghosted me. I was giving you $100 to rub your body with coconut oil. That's pretty fucked up. But yeah, that was the other story. I thought it was funny that we're at a point in our life where even, like, not that bad looking. Definitely not 2008 JJ. Like, 28 years old, jacked out of my mind. Oh, I think I was fat then, actually. 2017. The height of comedy before I had hernia. 37 years old, going to the gym all the time. I had, like, great size, good protein intake. I have great protein intake still, but just not the size like I used to. But anyways, those days, oh my God. But that's when I stopped having unprotected sex with guys. Now I'm like, I'm willing, but nobody's willing. So, and no women are willing either. So, hey, by the way, that's why I like Instagram. When I used to like go on apps to chase ass. Now I'm not going on apps to chase ass. I just want to whatever time suck was when I first went on Grindr is now the time suck on Instagram that's getting ruined by all this political shit on there. So now I have no time suck. I bought an acupuncture mat and I'm reading on the floor at night. What does my life come to? I'm watching baseball highlights and reading at night. I'm a fucking old man and watching the news sometimes, not CNN, but conspiracy theorist news. That doesn't make me depressed because I enjoy that. That's entertainment stuff, because they have these crazy theories that no one else has, which I like, and that's how I get my crazy theories. But anyways, next weekend, Austin, Texas, baby, doing shows. Creek in the Cave. We're doing Thursday night. We're at the Houston Improv with Ryan Long. Thursday, May 2nd. And then the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, we are in Austin. 3rd and the 4th, Creek in the Cave. And then the Sunday night, we're going to do spots all over the city. And then most likely, we're going to do a spot at the Mothership one of those 2 days, unless Adam E. get the booker. Last time I was there, he said, come do another spot. So he could take that back, which is fine. It's fine. I don't care. I'd love to do it, Bo. But anyways, thanks again for coming out. Appreciate the hang. Greatest podcast for elite losers.